Hey there folks, Susan and Luke here with the Outdoor Gear Review, and welcome to a brand new series here with the channel.
This is called the Camper's Cafe.
Ah, that's right. Right behind us we have our stove, we have some water, and in every episode of this series we will be reviewing a different type of meal. So you guys can see what they look like, we can discuss how easy it is to make them, and more importantly, how good they taste.
Yes. We feel that that's an aspect that's missing in a lot of reviews, and with this camping food, you see it in the store, the pictures look good, but how does it taste? That's always the number one question.
Right.
So you will get to see us make it and eat it, and we will tell you all those details.
Absolutely.
It's even happened to us. We've made some different stuff, and it has tasted horrible, and I've spit it out, and hopefully this will help you. So when you plan a trip, you can plan your meals and know that what you have will taste good.
Right. Okay, so folks, let's get the stove going, let's get the water going, let's make some breakfast.
All right, folks. So Luke is going to get the stove started, and today we're going to be cooking a new Mountain House meal. It is the spicy Southwest breakfast hash. This is actually a new flavor for the summer of 2017, brand new, out on the market. So let's see how it tastes and let's see how spicy it is. Okay, the water is boiling and it is ready. So to make a Mountain House meal, you make it right in this package. This one is for 2 servings. It's a breakfast meal and it needs 1 1/2 cups of boiling water. So our water's ready. So we're gonna get Luke to pour the water into this pouch so we can start mixing it up.
Now here's a message for Mountain House, guys. On the back side of these packages, it would be awesome if the company would put a fill line. That way, when you have your water ready, you know exactly how much to put in there. That way, if you're using a cup that doesn't offer measurements, right? You don't have to really kind of guess at it. That would be very, very helpful. It is water time. We took out the absorber. Let's go ahead and stir it up.
So you need to stir and you let it sit for about 4 minutes and then you re-stir again.
It looks very good. It smells very, very good. All right, it's time for the sample lick.
First sample?
Very good, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
So this breakfast hash has potatoes, shredded beef, green chilies, black beans, and corn in it. We need to let this sit for 4 minutes and then we're going to stir again. And then it actually needs to sit for about 10 more minutes. So you're looking at 15 minutes just to let this cook inside the pouch.
All right, as we wait, I want to give you guys a follow-up on that quick little taste test that I did. Very good, but definitely spicy. The heat kind of kicked in just a few seconds after I stepped off camera. I like it. I'm looking forward to sitting down and having this for breakfast. All right, folks, the timer's going off. It is time to eat. It's time to prepare our plates.
So Luke is putting this into our bowls. We just came out to a local little campground to have breakfast this morning by the Babbling Creek. You may or may not can hear it. It's a little breezy, but it's a beautiful day. Now this Mountain House meal is 2 servings. So we're splitting it up into 2 servings. Each serving is 250 calories.
Okay, folks, it is time to eat here. What a nice place to be. We have some coffee. Top of the morning to you all.
So, this is Camper's Cafe. This is what it's all about. We are actually going to eat this for our breakfast meal today.
Right.
We've got our coffee.
I think we're set. As we go through this, as we're eating along, we will tell you guys our impressions. Let's start with just straight up taste before anything else. Taste is more important than looks or anything. So.
Okay. Taste.
Yep. Ladies first.
It tastes good. I'm tasting the potatoes, they're shredded. the corn, the beans, peppers.
The beef has a nice consistency to it. I mean, it really is like pulled beef or shredded beef, I guess you could say. Yeah, the hash. You know, as you take your bite, you get all those flavors, but then it's followed by the heat.
Yeah, there's a little bit of heat. Nothing bad. My mouth is not on fire.
Yeah. You know, what I think about while I'm eating this here is that I would love to have some tortillas. I can see making like a breakfast burrito with this. That would be easy to make on the trail. Or heck, you could just tear up that and just throw it in. The potatoes are good. Good crunch to them. Not really a crunch, it's just a good bite.
You can tell it's a potato. It's not like a plate of mush we're eating. Now, the looks of it,
it looks like mush.
It does look like mush. It's pretty typical of freeze-dried meals.
Right.
It doesn't look unappetizing.
I like the beef. It's very good. It seems like it's good quality beef. I haven't come across any gristle or anything like that. Nothing that seems fatty either.
I'm still feeling the heat.
It's not what I would call hot, but there's enough heat there to make my nose run just a little bit.
There's definitely a little bit of heat. You could cut that with a tortilla. Make sure you have water if you eat a meal like this.
Or coffee.
Or coffee. Knowing our kids, I don't think our daughter would like it. If you're not a fan of spicy food, you might want to pass on this meal because there is heat.
There's a kick to it, but it really is not what I would call hot.
No, I'm able to eat it. I love like Southwestern flavors. I don't eat like super spicy hot foods. You know, like salsa, for example, I would prefer just a mild or medium, not a hot. So if you are along those levels of spice, this will be fine. I think you will enjoy it.
Right. You know, I was thinking, I wouldn't mind this on top of some tortilla chips with like some sour cream and salsa.
Yeah.
I think it would make a really good breakfast nachos, to be honest. That sounds kind of strange, but I think it would work really well.
Yeah, if you need more calories, add some chips, add a tortilla, make a burrito. Really, for flavor, I feel this is right on top. It is a Southwestern flavor.
Yeah.
I can taste every individual component of this meal.
There's nothing weird to it.
No.
And we've had some freeze-dried meals where every once in a while you get this hint of plastic or something chemically.
Or cardboard or...
Yeah. And this just seems good. One thing I like about Mountain House meals is that with their ingredients, you know what almost all of them are. There's nothing odd. Some freeze-dried meals, the list is a mile long of all sorts of chemicals. With the Mountain House meals, it's not bad. I mean, everything here is pretty basic.
It's what it should be. It's the peppers, the corn, potato, red pepper, onion.
Now, one thing that I noticed here, it says on the package, less than 10 minutes, right? So with the instructions here, step number 2 is add the water, right? Step number 3, stir carefully, close zipper, optional. After 4 minutes, stir again. That's to ensure that you get everything blended real well. Step number 4, let sit for 9 to 10 minutes. So
I read that as like an additional to step 3. So 4 minutes you stir, then let stand 9 to 10. That's the way I read the instructions, so I look at it as like a 15-minute meal.
Right. See, I wonder if they're saying like, out of the 10 minutes, at the 4-minute mark, stir. It's not really that clear.
It very well could be. If that's optional, you may skip that step. But we've done 15 minutes. The meal is still hot, temperature-wise.
Perfect. So what do you think, Susie?
I really like it. This is a meal that I would purchase.
Right.
I could even use it as dinner. I think it's a versatile meal.
Right.
Or lunch. I would add maybe a tortilla and have a burrito.
Yeah.
But this is one that I do like the flavor, and it is one that I would put on my list to buy if I was going to go camping.
Right. I'm sure you're wondering, what do I think about it? It's a thumbs up. This is really good. And as Susan said, I can see this being a breakfast and I can see this being a dinner. I think it really does work well both ways.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it might make a better dinner than it does breakfast. Yes, you have the hash browns, but there's something about this. Maybe it's the beef that screams more dinner than breakfast. What do you think?
Yeah, you don't feel like you're eating a breakfast meal.
Mm-hmm.
The hash browns or the potatoes is really the only breakfast element
Right.
that I get from it.
Mm-hmm.
I still like it though.
Oh, I do too. Very much so.
If I was choosing between the eggs and this, I would choose this. The freeze-dried eggs I've had are just not very good.
They're kind of strange. Susie is not a fan of the freeze-dried eggs. So Mountain House, continue to work on those. In the future, we will review those so you guys can see what they look like. You guys can hear from us how they taste, right? Okay, so let's talk about price, folks. For one of these packages, which serves 2 people, you are looking to spend right at $9. And that's the general price after we looked at a number of different websites, REI, Backcountry, Amazon.
So for this series, the Campers Cafe, we're going to be doing 2 episodes every month of different camping food. We will be exploring how easy it is to make, how they taste, all the aspects of them, including the price and where you can find them.
Right.
Now I'm about more than halfway through my meal, and I definitely have a little bit of heat in my mouth.
Yes.
Still nothing bad at all,
But it's definitely building.
but I do have a mouthful of heat.
Yeah, same here. I was just thinking about that. I was like, whoa, my nose is kind of running. I'm not on fire, but there's that heat there. Southwest, it's Southwest hot for sure.
Yeah.
It's not like Southern Texas hot. It's more like the Piedmont of North Carolina hot. That should tell you guys right there how hot, right? You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
So if you were out solo hiking, is this a meal that you would want to take and make for dinner?
Yes. You know, generally for breakfast, I like to go just real simple. I start off with my coffee, I have a snack, then I have like a good lunch and a really good dinner. Most of the time for breakfast, I don't spend a whole lot of time of, cooking up a big meal like this, I see this really as an excellent dinner option just for myself. I mean, there's some people out there who really like having a really substantial breakfast. And this
Yeah.
is a pretty good option.
Yeah.
If you want some heat, for breakfast. That's the thing. How many people want to sit down, have their coffee, and eat something that's spicy? I don't know.
But I mean, breakfast burritos are a pretty popular item. They
That's true.
always have some kind of spice,
Okay.
southwestern flair to them. Some people may choose to do breakfast and they skip lunch. So like a substantial breakfast
Right.
is how they start their day.
As a burrito, this would rock.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, really, really good. It should be mentioned that this with the coffee, it goes well.
It does.
It doesn't clash at all. Last bite for me, it's good enough to finish. Thumbs up.
Definitely thumbs up. Definitely one to finish. A big thank you to Mountain House for sending out this new flavor. I think they definitely have a hit on their hands with this one.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you to Mountain House for being ballsy enough to be the first company to have their food reviewed here with the Campers Cafe. In the future, as we go through the different brands, we already know some are not very good. You guys will see that soon. And of course, you will get honest feedback, honest opinions from us both.
Yep.
All right, folks, so we're done. It's time to finish off our coffee. Let's just conclude with our thoughts here. I think for the price, very, very good meal. Very easy to make, looks pretty good,
Yep.
tastes great. More of a dinner, more of an entree than a breakfast in my book.
Yes. I see it as being a very versatile meal. It's your choice how you like to eat it. I feel very full, very satisfied. I'm not overly stuffed.
Right. It is a 2-serving bag, and
It
I thought
is.
it truly was a 2-serving bag, because I'm content.
Yeah, I think if you ate that whole bag, you would feel really full.
Yeah,
But I mean, you certainly could eat it all.
Right. Now, Mountain House does offer single serving bags of their products, so that's a huge thumbs up. The only thing is that it can be hard to find those. I don't believe Amazon carries those. I've heard that Walmart does in their camping section. I can't confirm that though. Definitely on the Mountain House website, you can buy single servings. And if you're the lone wolf type of backpacker, like I usually am, you know, the 2 servings, some Mountain House meals are 2.5. It's almost too much. And I hate wasting food.
Yeah.
So of course you can split those down yourself, put them in Ziploc bags. But for convenience sake, you can buy the 1 serving or the 2.
Yep. Thank you guys for watching episode 1 of the Campers Cafe.
Until next time, everybody, take care, strength and honor. Be well. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.